What's up, dope people of YouTube? So I want to talk to you guys about socialism, because recently I've noticed that a lot of Americans are buying into this notion of socialism, and they think they're socialists, and even though they live in America, right? Now, for anyone that's read this whopping 30-page book, the Communist Manifesto, right? All these people, for some reason, they've always taken away reading the Communist Manifesto means oh, it's time to revolutionize this country, and we need to be socialists or communists or capitalists. And that wasn't the takeaway from that book. That short 30-page book, all it did was lay out the different forms of commerce a country can have. Right? It's just a different form of making money, right? One is a commune, right? A community of people working together for whatever the fuck cause. The other one is a capitalist. You're working for yourself. It's capitalism, right? So you're working for yourself, but when you look at it as all the work people are doing, now you can back up a thing like money. The United States dollar is backed up by the human workforce in the United States. It's actually backed up by it, right? Now, I'm not pro-communism, pro-socialist, or I'm not any of these isms. I live in America, and I live in the American way. My family came from USSR. I have a USSR birth certificate, okay? I know what the hell took place over there. Damn well, better than most people. Okay? USSR was the Burger King to America's McDonald's. It was the competition. They did everything we did, and we did everything they did. Always trying to one-up each other, right? Now, you have to understand, man, the Communist Manifesto laid out a very simple takeaway from that book that you were supposed to take, right? The takeaway from reading the Communist Manifesto was not fucking revolution. It was not to change society. It was the layout telling you that no matter what type of system you create, at the end of all of it is communism. That's why it's called the Communist Manifesto, and not the socialist or whatever or capitalist, or because the end result is communism for everybody. No matter if it was the USSR, if it's China, if it's the US, and I'm gonna simplify it for you guys in the most simple, easiest way to understand, okay? Real communism is Star Trek. Okay? That is the future. And once technology surpasses the human ability, once technology surpasses the human workforce, right, takes over all the jobs, every and any job takes over. For example, driving is the #1 job in America. You make that automated, whether it be Uber, truck driving, any type of delivery, right? It's the #1. You're 10 to 15 to 20% of the workforce is out just by automating that. But imagine if every single thing has become automated. Now, you need two technologies in order for us to jump to that next level. One is, in Star Trek, it's called the replicator. Today, we have something called a 3D printer. It's very similar to that. The only difference is the replicator can make anything and everything on demand, every time, anytime, for free. You want food, it makes you food. You want a cup of coffee, it makes you the cup and the coffee. You want a violin, it makes you a violin. It makes everything and anything. The need to purchase things goes out the window. The second form of technology we need, it's the med bed. It's the ability for you to lie down on a bed, and the bed fixes you up genetically, right? Like if you had your leg cut off, it'll give you your leg back, right? It'll take away your cancer. It'll make you live 1,000 years. So once we get that medbed, once we get the replicator, call it whatever you want to call it, right? And once technology surpasses the human ability to work and makes it unnecessary, we're going to be forced into communism. Entire societies are going to change. The world is going to change. The world is going to become a one world order. And not that crazy Illuminati shit. I'm talking about just you're an earthling, a person of the earth. Lines are going to start disappearing. Meaning lines for countries, because everyone's going to be the same. Everyone's going to be able to travel freely, right? And this communism I'm talking about in terms of that future, it's not the boogeyman communism the news tells you, or media, or any of this stuff. It's not that type of communism. Because I understand that type of communism. That type of communism, for example, like in the USSR, all the people that got sent into the gulags and people starved to death. I have multiple family members in my family tree that got sent to the gulags. All right, I understand that. It's not that type of communism. Like that part of communism, like whatever they did to get a stronghold of the country, is identical to like the us Americans, like genociding the Native Americans. Both massive human atrocities, but both human realities that took place. Both of them horrific in their own way. I'm not saying one is better or worse. Both of them are horrific. They did the same exact fucking thing, genocide, pretty much, right? So I'm not with that. But now, today, we're talking about today, 2023, not the past, today, right? You're an idiot if you think, oh, like I want to be a communist, or socialism. You live in America, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You live in America. You live the American way, okay? When you live in China, you live the Chinese way. When you go to Japan, you do what the Japanese do, right? When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. It's not, in 2023, you can't like learn about socialism and then like, oh, suddenly you're revolutionary. Revolutions already happened. We're on a path to the future. And the future is bright because it's going to free up all the time for us to do all the necessary things. Find ourselves, find spirituality, family, friends, right? You're going to actually better yourself as a human being. That's going to be your goal in life. To better yourself every day. As simple as that. So, I hope you guys understood what I said. I hope you didn't misunderstand it. Because, like I said, I'm not pro-communism or whatever the fuck, right? So, if you understood it, good for you. I hope you took something away from this. If you didn't, go fuck yourself. It is what it is. Solo YOLO BOLO. You guys have a nice day. Peace.